We're live. Manic Vandals podcast number 13. Lucky number 13.
Yeah.
So I am the host of this podcast, Churge, aka Dave, whatever stupid name I'm going with. With me most of the time is my partner in crime, GiganticMean.
Hey, everybody.
And today we're going to be going over our EDH status. If anyone's been keeping tabs on our EDH journey, we're pretty new to the whole thing,
Yes.
but we're getting there, and I can officially say I have 2 completed decks in my card holster, ready to shoot, and sounds like GiganticMean is working on his first.
Yes. Yes, and it's done. I haven't made the list yet, but it's done. It's probably needs work, but yeah. It's here.
Yeah. So what's the commander?
The commander's Karn, Scion of Urza.
Uh, so I hate to tell you.
Uh-oh. Don't tell me he can't be. He can't be him.
uh, yeah. Well, but before I say this, uh, I'm almost positive you can't have most planeswalkers be commanders.
Well, then I've got to find a new commander then. Yeah.
Yeah.
See? My deck is not done.
Yeah. See this?
Yeah.
See everybody. This is how new we are to this.
Yeah, I'm a little embarrassed by that. That's okay. He's going in the deck. He's not the commander,
Yeah.
though.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I mean, if he could be a commander, I probably would have done that too because I fucking love that card.
Yeah, it's an awesome card. All right, so what is a good commander for artifacts then?
Um, so like what colors do you have in there? Is it like all colorless?
I have blue in there and a touch of black, but not very much.
Okay. Um. Well, I guess a couple things. Whoever you pick, uh, like whoever your commander is, I'm just trying to think of how to like explain this, and it's like a pretty like it just in like a very basic terms, like whatever color your commander is, like all the cards have to be that color, obviously.
Right.
So like if Karn was your commander, the whole deck would have to be colorless. I mean,
Yeah, so then I need a blue and a colorless commander.
uh, so if you have a blue commander, you can use colorless cards.
Okay.
You
All right.
just like you wouldn't be able to use like black cards in it.
Okay, that's fine. I could take the black out.
Now as far as artifact commanders, um, it's actually a good question.
See, I'm entering my deck list into tapped out right now, and it appears. No, I didn't have a double. I thought I had a double.
Okay, well the Lord High Gangster of artifacts would be Urza Lord High Artificer.
Yeah, I
Uh,
don't have him.
yeah,
I wish I did.
well, if you want like the artifact guy, unfortunately he's $40. But he is like he's like the guy if you're gonna do it.
Well, I might have to find him then. $40 isn't bad. What's those places you were talking about on Facebook that had some good cards, reasonable.
Oh, yeah, I can send you the links. Yeah, I mean, they're just like random Facebook groups. Like, I don't know, Facebook did some snooping around at my identity and figured out I'm into magic, I guess, because it started sending me like Facebook, like magic stuff.
Now you're getting advertisements for Magic, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Old Marky Z is figuring out what I'm up to, I guess.
Yeah, he
Uh,
knows.
but yeah, I can send you that stuff, and
Yes, send that to me because, yeah, I'd like to maybe I can nab it cheaper there.
yeah, yeah, and just so people know what we're talking about. I mean, I obviously we try and buy locally when we can, but
Mhm.
some cards are just such a pain in the ass, and they're like expensive. Uh, it's like some cards are like too expensive where you would prefer to try and get them cheaper,
Mhm.
or they're just so cheap that it's easier to just go on TCG Player and just buy like 20 cards you need.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah, it is. Get them all from one place.
yeah, but
I
but
know some guys on TikTok, they do rip and ships. They may have one
right.
too.
Um, yeah. It is kind of tricky, this like Facebook thing, because it's like a Facebook group that you
Huh.
join, and a bunch of people just make posts. So I don't know if you can like, well, let's see here. Yeah, because like people take pictures. Okay, well there was one that was sold. Here's one. Pack Fresh Urza. Oh, that was like 7 months ago. Yeah, it's
Oh,
sold. Uh,
I do have a Clockwork Beast in here.
oh what?
A Clockwork Beast.
What's that? Let me
Look it up. It's in tiny writing.
Clockwork Beast.
Yeah. Just fun little cards like that. I mean, it's going to be a fun deck. I doubt it'll win, but yeah,
According,
I mean, I doubt it will.
uh, according to EDH Rec,
I
uh,
can't play that card either.
no, no, it's just kind of funny. Out of 900,000 decks, it's in 28.
Oh, really? Well,
Yeah.
then that's not. Yeah, so I'm in the minority.
when
That's
clock
all I had. That's all I had to put in there.
when it comes into play, put 7+1+0 counters on it at the end of any combat in which it attacked or blocked. Remove one of these counters. And then you can put some on if you pay mana.
Yeah.
That's kind of steep for six fucking mana. Like
Uh,
basically
I,
like a dissolving 7/4.
yeah. And I guess I can always update it, but this is where
Oh
I
yeah,
guess this is my starting point.
right.
And maybe since I'll go more into blue, then I will because I'm running blue, but I'm not running as much as I was. So
Right.
maybe I'll dive into it more now.
Yeah. Well,
I do have what is that one guy? I have to pull it out. Hold on a second. The box is
okay.
right behind me, right here. Uh, he's probably not a good one. This is the content you get with us.
Yeah.
But I was amazed to find out all my Urza's lands were a little bit more pricier than I thought they would be.
Oh, what like the tower and power plant shit?
Yeah, yeah. I've got the older ones, and they're More expensive than I thought they would
Yeah.
be.
Yeah, we have some of those too, and when I first saw them, I was like, "Oh shit, these are probably like $50 a pop."
Yeah.
But, no, they're not quite that expensive. So I guess
They're
I
not
guess I
that
was on
bad.
the other end of that spectrum.
Yeah, I thought they would be worth nothing. So, but yeah, I have Galena. I may put her in there. No, she's pricey though. She'd just die just as soon as she gets home.
Alina.
Yeah, Empress Galena. She can take over a legendary, take control of a legendary.
Oh, I think we were talking about that one.
Yeah, she can steal a legendary. I found an Ashnod's altar I didn't know I had. And I've got a ton of Volrath shapeshifters. Let's see here. Well, it's not the guy. I have to find him. So I will pull the black out of there. But Galena wasn't who I was thinking of. Yeah. So now I got to get through all my legendaries.
Um, uh,
Yeah, Volsisse. She's a different color. She lets you go fetch a legendary.
yeah. Well, if you're are you specifically looking to not buy a commander?
Well,
Which is fine.
no, I'm not. I mean, I'll look and see what I have, but I'm not opposed to buying Karn. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh. Okay, because there's you actually have some options here. Um, you have Brea, Ethereum Shaper, if you want to
Hmm.
look these up.
Yeah.
She's 4 mana, uh, every color but green.
What's her name? Spell it.
Breya.
Ethereum Shaper. Okay. Images.
Yeah, she's 4 colors, which is good, obviously.
Yeah.
The mana base might get a little tricky. I don't know what kind of dual lands you got,
Hmm.
or tri
I
lands
mean,
or whatever.
yeah, I've got I have the Rifts attendants, which are or the attendants that come out in the dragon sets. They give you 3 mana off one card, but
Oh, okay.
they are creatures, so they probably get popped. But I do have
Mm.
dual lands, so
Uh, you got her, you got Urza, you got a new guy, Oscar.
what's
He's
his name?
uh Osgir. He's red and white. Uh,
Reconstructor.
yeah. Mm. Are you trying to
Hmm.
be in blue?
Yeah,
Uh,
I don't have to be.
Emery. You might remember her. Emery, Lurker of the Lock.
I have her.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, well, that might work.
I have to find her, but I have her.
Yeah.
You know how that works.
There is a Sahili you could use.
I mean, even if she's not my commander, I could still run her,
Oh,
right?
yeah, I'm sure you'd want that in there.
Yeah,
Uh,
Sahili.
the Gifted.
Yeah, Sahili the Gifted. Yeah. That a planeswalker?
Yeah, but if you read at the bottom, it says she can be your commander.
Uh, Why doesn't Karn say that? Watch the trying to get more money out of me. So Healy the Gifted. So she's is it colors? Oh, that's nice. Wow.
Yeah.
The Ultimate's pretty nice too. $50. It's not too bad.
Wait, that's $50.
Well, I'm looking on eBay. It's $50 on eBay.
Thing doesn't look that. I mean, if she's that expensive, I just go with fucking Karn. Sahili.
How much is Karn? Let me pull up Karn. What was the Karn what? The gr-
Lord High Artificer or something. Oh, so on TCG Player, she's only like $2,
Really?
$3.
The Healy is?
Yeah.
Well, eBay is trying to kill somebody, aren't
Yeah.
they?
trying to weasel you out of some money.
Yeah, they are.
What do you get a love note?
I do. Huh? Oh. Yeah. He's being silly. She likes to narrate television shows as you're watching them. She'll repeat things. She's like, "They just said." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm watching it."
Yeah.
It's hilarious. It yeah. Yeah, so Karn, the what?
Lord High Artificer.
Yeah. Well, we might just have to go with, um, Sahili.
Yeah, well, there are two more.
Oh,
Uh,
there are. Okay.
I mean, I'm sure there's a fucking ton of them, but uh, there's a couple more like notable ones. Uh,
Okay.
this one is Psy Sai
Mhm.
Master Thopterist. Um, he doesn't look super interesting, although I do sort of like him only because that's when I started playing Standard again. Like I try and make stupid decks with that guy.
Hmm. Yeah.
Uh,
That is that is nice. He's only $5
yeah,
on eBay. I don't know what he is at anywhere else.
based
He's
on
probably
uh, based on your eBay. Oh no, that's actually about right.
oh,
Yeah, he's like
some more.
$4 on TCG Player. But the next one, if you're gonna be in Izzet colors, that just might be the way to go. However you pronounce this, Jwara, Jhoira, Weatherlight Captain. Because it's like whenever you cast an artifact, a legendary spell, or a saga, you get to draw a card. I mean, that's pretty fucking good.
Um, where is she? There's a bunch of alternate art.
Uh,
Yeah, that's not bad. There she is. She's a 3/3.
yeah,
I might have her. Is she a mythic? No.
yeah, it was Dominaria. So if you have that, uh, might have
I
her.
have some yeah, I have some Dominaria stuff. I need to pull that out.
Yeah,
I found so many cards in this hunt that I've been, but she's not a bad one either.
no. Uh, And I mean, she's only like $2.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah,
It's a $2 trash rare right there, isn't it?
yeah. Some people are probably fuming that you called her trash rare, but no, that's all right.
Well, I mean, no, I mean, but, you'd like for your rare to pay for the pack, you know what I'm
Oh
saying? You
yeah,
know what I
yeah,
mean? Yeah, sometimes the uncommon pays for the pack, but yeah,
right,
you'd like you'd like for your rare to pay for the pack. No, I'm not trying to call her trash, I'm just saying
right,
$2 rare, that's cheap,
yeah,
so,
yeah. I actually like I like the cheaper rares anyway.
yeah, I do
Like it's
too.
like sticking up for like the little people out there, you know?
I'm the little people, yeah.
Like we don't need no $50 rare.
No.
Uh um yeah, so on EDH Rec, there's like 3,000 Dwara decks, and then
Really?
there's 1,700 Emery decks.
Really?
Yeah, so I guess Dwara is a little more popular. I mean, not that that necessarily means anything. Uh,
No, I mean,
uh, Offhand, do you know of any like good? Well, actually, I mean, if you go with Dwara, we're probably pronouncing that wrong, and people are probably gonna like be really fucking annoyed. But whatever.
well, they
Uh,
can correct us. If we need a correction, they can correct us.
yeah. Uh, but the nice thing about her is it's not just artifacts. It's like artifacts, legendaries, and sagas.
Oh.
So you wouldn't be like pigeonholed into using like janky ass artifacts if you didn't want to.
Yeah, like the what's in my deck? Yeah, because it is janky. I'll tell you that. I think the support cards are better than the creatures I have in here, so that's saying something, you know?
Yeah,
Like, I have Rhystic Study um, and all of that, but the creatures aren't hitting on much.
right,
That's what I'm saying. Maybe we will be better off changing it and just revamping it because I do have some decent blue cards and you'll be happy to know that as of right now I don't have um oh my gosh, what's that card, that artifact that only lets you untap two permanents per turn?
static orb.
Yeah, there's no orb in it yet. So you'll be happy to know that. So
uh, so according, uh, you might know about it already, but this EDH rec site, uh,
uh-huh.
it's really helpful. I mean, there's just like all sorts of information.
I
But
haven't been on it, to be honest with you.
oh, you should definitely check it out. Uh, it's super helpful. Like I was on the site like all fucking day today. Just going through like random cards. Uh, like the mid tier cards where like I don't know if they're like good or not. Uh,
Right.
so like you just search the card and it tells you out of like a million decks how many decks have that card in it. You know?
Really?
Yeah. Uh,
So you could type in like Feisling or Rackling
oh
and
yeah,
it'll tell you. Let's see. Probably nobody's running that, you know?
yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, yeah. I don't know. The thing I learned is I'm pretty bad at gauging what cards are good or not in Commander.
Yeah.
Uh,
It's only in 1,200 decks.
what's the Well, actually, sorry. What's the name of that card?
Feisling,
How do you spell that? Oh,
Cise.
yeah, I
Uh,
got it.
yeah.
Okay, so if you scroll down and you see like the top commanders,
Oh,
it sort of gives you a clue as to like how you might use that thing. Uh,
I think I sold my Nebuchadnezzar. Yeah.
um,
Huh,
at the beginning,
that is crazy.
interesting.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Uh, at the beginning of each
Are they
opponent's upkeep, Viceling deals X damage to that player, where X is the number of cards in his or her hand minus 4.
so if you have 7, you do 3 damage.
Right. See, to me, that actually sounds pretty good.
Yeah.
But
But see, and I have Rackling in there too. So Rackling, there's 3, the tax cards. I've got tax in here. So Rackling is at the beginning of each opponent's upkeep. Rackling deals X damage to that player, where X is the number of cards in his hand fewer than 3.
mhm. Uh, yeah, apparently this card really sucks.
Yeah, it does. I noticed that.
uh,
Let's
but
see
yeah,
how many decks have Ristic Study, I wonder.
oh that one's gonna be insane because uh, that's like a
A
that's like a
staple.
yeah, it's in 30% of decks.
Oh, well, there you go.
I mean, it's probably only not in decks because it's too expensive. Like if that card was a
Yeah, how's it?
dollar, it'd probably be in like 50%.
Mm,
I mean, obviously, if you're not in blue, you can't use it, but uh,
yeah. Well, so they're running, what's this legendary artifact? Armix Filigree Trasher?
Armix.
Armix, yeah.
Whenever it
Ooh,
attacks, you may discard a card. When you do, target creature defending player controls gets -X until end of turn, where X is the number of artifacts you control plus the number of artifacts in your graveyard.
that's nasty.
Uh,
Wow. And it
see,
runs the Rassos too.
yeah,
Armix and Tharassos.
they're they're like a top. Oh, here we go. Yeah, that Thrasos guy. He's like one of the big boys.
Yeah, he is. Wonder how much he gets.
Like 20
What
bucks.
set did he come out? Oh, it's not bad, really.
Yeah, it's not bad.
He's in more of the decks than Armix is, though. Soul Ring, yeah. Huh.
Yeah, it's hard for me to measure this Armix guy. He sounds a little dirtily,
Yeah,
but I mean, I guess it depends on what kind of artifacts you have. Like if you have if you're planning on like running it so you have like a lot of like if you're gonna have like many artifacts on the table at any one time,
right, Right.
then that's pretty good.
Yeah,
Uh,
it is till the disc comes out, you know what I mean?
right. Uh, yeah, it seems pretty easily. It seems like it can fail pretty easily. Uh,
Yeah.
Also you have to discard a card, which kind of sucks.
Yeah, it does.
Uh, so, hmm.
Is Armageddon clock used at all?
Armageddon clock. Armageddon clock, 6 mana artifact. Put 1 counter on the Armageddon clock during each of your upkeeps. At the end of your upkeep, each player takes damage equal to the number of counters on the clock. Any players may spend 4 during any upkeep to remove a counter.
Sturdily. But it's only a 257 decks.
Yeah.
So you know what's funny is when you start throwing all this stuff together, you're like, "Oh yeah, that's good," and then you take the time to process everything. You're like, "Oh no, that sucks."
Yeah.
You know?
Oh yeah. Yeah, like reading, especially with artifacts, it's like reading that clock. It's like I would say if I wasn't looking at this thing, I would say it sounds crappy, but it could be abused potentially, but no,
Yeah.
apparently it can't. uh
What about Barrel's Cage? Look that up because I do have Barrel's Cage, and I actually think that's a good card.
how do you spell barrel?
BARL''S. And I'm probably wrong because it's probably sucked.
Wait. Uh wait, sorry, how do you spell this?
BARL'S.
Oh, sorry. I forgot the
It's
O.
all right. It's not used at all.
Nah. Although it is a little tricky because when I was going through them today, there were a lot of times where it said 0% of whatever, however many decks.
Uh-huh.
But then
Yeah.
when you scroll down and you saw like the top commanders, like sometimes if they're really not used like this one, it won't even
Uh-huh.
show top commanders, but sometimes it will. And it's like, oh, I actually might do that one day, you know?
Yeah.
Uh,
Well, the thing about it, if you have the mana to drive it, because you don't have to tap to do it. You just pay the 3 mana.
right. Um, I think the thing with this card is it doesn't tap the creature. It just doesn't let it untap.
Ah. Yeah, it sucks then. That one sucks. Yeah.
I feel like when they write that, I feel like they like I wonder if they like intentionally did that or if
They probably did. You
yeah.
know what?
Yeah. But I mean that it's like it like at first it sounds like such a small detail, but it's actually like massive. I mean,
Yeah, it's huge. If you could tap it, you know, that would be awesome.
yeah.
Well, the good thing about it is at least I built something that can be worked on. You know what I
Oh yeah.
mean?
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's step 1 and uh
Yeah.
it is like hard. It's a lot harder than I thought making
It is hard,
like just
dude.
like actually making a deck. Uh
What about Predator flagship? Is it used at all?
Uh,
Because I have that in there too.
uh, it's more used.
What about Skyship Weatherlight?
Um, uh, nah, let me read this one. When it comes into play, search your library for any number of artifacts and/or creatures and remove them from the game.
Yeah.
Choose a card that was removed from the game with Weatherlight. Put that. Huh. See, to me, that actually sounds really good,
Yeah, it does to
but
me too.
apparently no one uses it. I mean, to me, that sounds like really fucking good. I would probably use it anyway, but yeah, apparently no one uses that. uh, it's in 500 decks out of 900,000.
Yeah. Wow. What about Helm of Possession? Is that used at all?
That like the
It's the one where you can take control of somebody's creature.
a little bit, but still not. It's in 1,300 decks.
Hmm.
Uh, I think it's only really used in weird cases where
Here I am.
yeah, it's only in like weird cases where you're gonna like sack shit or uh
Uh,
if stealing stuff gives you some bonus.
right. Grand Temporary Portal. Is that used at all?
Uh,
Yeah. Temporary Gateway.
wait, what's the first word?
Grand.
Uh, wait, sorry, what? Spell it.
THRAN.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay. I'm speaking Southern, I know.
All right, Thran, Temporal Gateway. Uh, 4 mana, legendary artifact. 4 mana and tap it. You may put a historic permanent from card from your hand onto the battlefield. That sounds pretty good.
Yeah, it does.
It's in 6,000 decks.
Oh, well then I picked one
Yeah.
that people use.
uh, I'm sure the idea with this thing is you just have like if you're using like giant uh artifacts or legendaries.
Yes. That are high priced. Yes.
Yeah. Um. Oh, here's another artifact guy. Again, I mean, there's like a billion of them, but uh, Padim, Console of Innovation.
A name?
Yeah, you might have him too, because he's in that set. I know you have cards from.
Let's see.
You know what? I actually I think I have this fucking guy.
How do you spell it?
Padeem.
Console Innovation.
I'm
I don't
pretty
have
sure I
this.
have that guy.
It's only $3. Ooh, that is nice. Wow. Wow, that is nice. He's a legendary. I'll have to go through and look. I may have it.
Yeah.
Huh.
I guess back to your original point. Yeah, I would definitely use that Thran gateway.
Yes. I like it. Evidently, I did pick one that I could
Yeah.
use. So, and like the blue guys that I put in there were, of course, Icy Manipulator too is in there. Lator, Icy Manipulator. But the blue guys I used were, so, of course, Volrath Shapeshifter, but Diligent Excavator. And maybe he can come out. He may not have been a wise choice.
So that excavator, it's actually if I don't know if you're leaning towards any commander, but if you pick Emery, she's in a lot of those decks.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. And I think, and I have her somewhere. I have
Yeah.
to find her, but I have her. And so, and the other one I picked was Sage of Latinam.
Sage of
Lat dash
yeah.
Nam.
Uh yeah, so that one's used in a lot of Emery decks.
Hmm.
Uh and then it
And,
sort of tapers off.
yeah, and then the Artificer's Assistant, is that one used? It's a common. One cost, one common. I think it's pretty nice.
I just lost my tab. Where the oh, there we go.
I hate it when I do that.
Oh yeah, I remember that. I remember that card.
Yeah, that's not bad, is it?
Yeah. Oh, I love
You,
that card. Yeah, I had
yeah.
this like I had this like super janky artifact deck in when Dominaria was out, but it was so much fun. Uh yeah, so that thing's used in a lot of Jwara decks, and I would definitely keep that card handy cuz it'll probably go in whatever deck you pick.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I'm cycling through my lands here. See which ones I have to take out. Get the black out. Then the mines. Okay. So I'm out there.
Yeah.
And then and I love this card, I think, is hot. It's magnifying glass. I think that's a good card. It may be too expensive though. I don't know. I thought it was good.
Uh it's used enough, I would say. Uh it's in 2700 decks.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. Yeah, we're working so hard to get me a deck build
Yeah.
so we can play. Have you used Spell Table yet?
Not not really. So I was sort of on a hiatus just because I was really trying to finish up that Rien deck. Uh,
Hmm.
I know I had a deck already, but I was trying to really figure out If you want to pivot to some other semi pointless discussion, uh,
Yeah, I do.
Rien is Naya colors and Nayeth is Gruul colors, so there's like a lot of overlap. Uh,
Uh-huh.
and I was trying to figure out how to like really like manage having two decks with like similar colors. Uh,
Right.
so, and I don't know if this was like the correct way to do it, but I think now that it's all done, it'll be it'll work well. So, uh, actually have them right here. Let me see if I can. So basically, what I did was, I went on tapped out .gg
Uh-huh.
or whatever it is, and I made both deck lists on there. And then once they were done, I exported the sheet. I exported it to like Google Sheets or whatever. Uh,
Right.
and in there, I did like I put them into two columns and I like sorted based on what the common cards were. If that makes sense.
Right.
So I could see like, oh, there's
Yeah,
like
it does.
20 similar cards. So then what I did was any card I only had one of, I made a temporary proxy for. Uh,
Right.
so the idea, and not to get into the whole proxy thing, but the idea is, uh, when I would go to play one deck or the other, I would just see,
Slide out.
yeah, see which proxy had to come out. So like, and this is pretty good anyway, but this is a proxy, and you probably,
Uh,
I mean, the lighting shit, but yeah, I mean
Oh,
that
that
looks,
looks good.
yeah. So
Yeah, that really does look good.
yeah, uh, I forget the name of the site, but it's called like MTG Print or something. Uh,
Uh-huh.
so you just type in the card names, and yeah, you just like print them. Uh,
Is that done with an inkjet or what'd you
yeah.
do it on?
Uh,
Okay.
yeah, I don't know. I mean, it was just my dad's like office work printer. Uh,
Uh-huh. Did you use what you call it? There's another double. A glossy paper, you just did it on regular paper.
oh no, I just did regular. I mean, the real intention is like no one would see those anyway because I would just switch them out. Uh,
Right.
uh, I mean, I guess if I'm using like a really expensive card, like I do have like we do have a couple of those original dual lands. Like I don't know if I would you like take those anywhere.
Yeah,
So
I'm with you on that.
maybe those I would just use a proxy of, but um
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, I don't blame you there. I mean, with cards, you just that's irreplaceable. Yeah, well, it
right.
is replaceable, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
You
Oh, I
won't
mean,
want to.
yeah, that would just fucking suck if someone took it.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, or if someone spilled like sody pop on it or something.
Or coffee or yeah,
Yeah.
whatever.
Uh, so anyway, so now I have two commander decks and they're both like 100% built, which is nice.
Yeah,
So if I would just go play one or the other, I would just skim through it quick and see which of the proxies I'd have to, you know,
switch
swap out.
over.
Yeah.
Well, that's a good way to do it, though.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean now that it's done, it's really good, but uh it took a long fucking time.
It
Uh
does.
makes you appreciate Arena uh
Yeah, it does.
cuz
It really.
yeah, where you just
I know
hit,
what you're saying. Hit a button.
yeah. Yeah, you just hit import and then it's all there and it's done.
Yeah.
Uh but I mean in a weird stupid way it is like kind of rewarding And I mean, it is like fun to work on it, but it can get a little stale. Going through
Yeah.
like, I mean, it sounds like we have like similarly sized libraries.
Yeah.
It can take time to really go through all that shit. So
It does. It takes time, and you start. It's like I went up to my more current box, I guess you could say, and that's where I pulled out a lot of the legendaries, and then I had lands up there, and I try to get all my lands together. It's been a nightmare,
yeah, yeah. And I don't know
and
if
it's
this
like
has happened to you yet, but uh, there's been times where like I've bought cards that I've had already.
really.
Yeah, I mean, nothing like expensive, but uh,
I
yeah,
could see me doing that. I haven't done that yet, but I could see me doing it.
yeah.
Like you're talking about those other cards, I may have them, and I'm probably gonna buy. You know.
Yeah. Uh, and that's the thing. I mean, I feel like we do a pretty good job of like keeping track of our stuff, but I mean, we do have like thousands of cards, so uh, some of them slip through the cracks pretty easily.
Yeah, and I've been trying to scan my cards into an app, and yeah, scanning it takes time. I mean,
You do that
yeah,
with
I
a
have it.
TCG player?
No, I did it with wait a minute, Zafrian Void, Madden. Still working on my deck. Um, what is that through? Is it Delver Lens? I do it through.
Oh, okay. I'll look that
Yeah,
one up. Uh,
yeah,
I mean, my lighting was sort of shitty, but I was trying to use TCG player and it like wasn't really working.
yeah.
Uh,
So with Delver Lens, you put it up about the height, put your phone up about the height of a water bottle, and then have a white sheet of paper down, and it reads fine.
oh, I gotcha.
Yeah, and
All
it
right.
reads fine. It's it's really really good. The only problem I find is it may not get the set right if you're doing it for value. So you'll
Mm,
have to go in and manually correct the set.
right. That's all right. I mean, uh, I feel like that's pretty rare that like I don't think that would cause like significant errors unless you
No,
have like really old cards or something.
yeah,
But
yeah. I mean, it might be a difference of $10 or something like that. You know what I mean?
right.
But like the Ezra's Mines, they'll try to read them. Didn't they reprint them? I think they did.
Uh
Yeah, it might try to read those as the newer ones. Yeah, double
oh,
masters.
yeah, I gotcha.
And evidently, the tower that is the red tower is the rare one. I believe it is with the red trees on it,
Mhm. Uh
or maybe it's the other one. I don't know. One of
yeah,
them's rare. Though.
yeah, oh, Urza's mine. That's the one with like the weird submersible thing.
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
I think Urza's power plant. Isn't that the one with the bug on it?
It has the bug, and then they have different art for all of them.
Yeah.
Okay, I got my deck entered before
Okay.
I have to start changing it.
All right. Urza's power plant. Yeah, that's the one with like the red like cylinders.
Yeah, yeah.
What's the other one? Tower.
Yep, tower, power plant, and mine.
Damn it. Tower. There we go. So if you're on tapped out, definitely make sure you hit the save button.
Where
Uh,
is that button? I was looking for it. Where is it? Down at the bottom.
yeah.
Save draft or save?
So if you hit save, it might tell you some shit you have to fix.
Uh,
Uh,
well,
but just hit it anyway. It's fine, because you'd have to fix it anyway.
it needs to be deck cycled. Yeah, I'm not gonna add it to the hubs. There's no need yet.
Right.
Everybody will be going, "What is this job?"
It did say it's saved though, right?
Yeah, it brought me back to the deck page, and it's got it all. It's giving me the breakdown, the mana curve, and all that.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, it sounds like it's set then.
Yeah,
So how many cards are in there? Is it at 100?
no, it's not 100. Where's it at? Where?
Uh, I don't know if it actually says it, but you can just. Oh, it says it on the right if you scroll down, like under the.
93.
Yeah. Oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah, so, but I've got to take off a black vice, so I have to edit it. What's live edit and what's edit? What's the difference?
I always just do edit.
Yeah.
I don't know what live edit is.
So for some reason it has two black vices. So we change that to one, it should be fine, right?
Yeah, but yeah, just remember to hit save. Uh,
Okay. I'll make sure my card count went down.
yeah.
Yeah, it did 92. So I'm probably missing land.
How many you got in there?
16. Yeah, I'm
Oh,
missing land. Yeah,
yeah. You need really like at least 30.
really.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know what your mana curve is, but uh, so the general rule of thumb is 40 cards in a 100 card deck is equivalent to 24 lands in a 60 card deck.
Really?
Yeah, so it's like that's like normal. That's like a
Oh,
normal mana amount would be 40.
really?
Yeah, I mean,
Wow.
again, it really depends on the mana curve
Yeah.
that you
Yeah,
got
well
there.
well, 4 I have 17 for 4 mana, 22.4% of my deck, and then 26%, uh, I have 20 at 3 mana, that's 26% of my deck.
Uh,
So, I'm 2, 3, and 4, heavy on 2, 3, and 4,
can you send
and
me
then
the
I got
link?
1. How do I do that?
Probably just like the URL. You can just send me that.
Oh, copy it. There.
If you can just send it through email, just so I don't have to like fuck around
Oh,
with the screen.
alright. Yeah, do it in the right email here.
Uh,
There you go.
oh yeah, I got it. Okay.
Camera. I have to go dig that card up.
All right. So what do we got here?
Jank. I know it is.
Oh, you got the you got the
What?
fucking ebony rhino in there.
Yeah, it's Jake, I told you.
Yeah.
A 4, 5, or 7. That's horrible. The hangerback walker is nice though. Yeah. I've got some keepers.
Yeah, create a. Oh yeah, yeah, that thing's nice.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
Um, well, if you want to bring up the edit page, maybe we can just find some in here to trim out. I mean, I know for me that was probably the most annoying part. Uh, Trying to figure out what to cut, especially like when there was only like 5 cards left I had to get rid of.
Yeah.
Uh, but yeah, that EDH rec site makes it a lot easier. Uh, just to get started.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think you can start with that fucking ebony rhino.
All right.
You could probably just
Evan-
put him in the trash instead of your binder.
There we go. There we go. All right, he's gold.
Okay. Um. Uh.
The disrupting scepter might be too.
I feel like this toy maker sucks.
What does he do?
You discard a card. Target non-creature artifact becomes an artifact creature. Uh. I don't
Eh,
know. I can't. But just so let me just make sure I'm not crazy here and look it up.
yeah, he's probably not good. Toy maker. No, he's
Oh,
not used.
yeah, you can definitely get rid of him. Coiled Twin Viper. Let me just look that one up. I mean, that's just like
It's
a
a 2/1 first strike, isn't it?
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he can definitely go. I know Brass Man is like he's like iconic in a way, but I feel like he's not really
Huh.
it's interesting. Brass Man, there's one commander where he's at 21% of the decks.
Really?
Oh, so it's a commander where creature spells cost 1 less to cast. So he's like free.
Oh.
But
Huh.
I mean that still doesn't even sound that good. But I guess that explains it. But yeah,
Yeah.
you can take him out. Oh yeah, I see that mannequin. That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's a good card.
Uh I feel like Juggernaut can be removed.
Right.
Yeah. Uh
Told you it was janky. Clockwork Beast can go, right?
uh oh yeah. Silex.
Uh-huh.
That can probably go. Only because it sounds like you're only going to be running one or two colors anyway, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, I feel like Juntu stakes can be taken out, but let me just look it up. It seems like hate cards like that don't really get used.
Uh, they don't have time for it.
Yeah, I mean, I guess two reasons. One is, you just want to do your own thing. And
Yeah.
then I guess
That go ahead.
I was just gonna say the other thing is if you hate somebody out, they might not like you.
Yeah. Well, that one was on the bubble when I put it in. I was like,
Right.
you know.
Um. All right. I feel like Hornet Cannon can go. Let me
Okay.
Hornet Cannon. Yeah. So how many have we gotten rid of? Like five?
More than that. Armageddon Clock, right? We got rid of that too, right?
Yeah.
Armageddon Clock.
Oh, and Barrel's Cage. You can probably just get rid of that.
Hang on a minute. I got to keep up here. Armageddon Clock, Barrel's
Okay.
Cage,
Yeah.
and what else?
Um.
Hornet Cannon.
Yeah.
Do you want to get rid of the other one that's like Hornet Cannon? What is it? Um, let's see. Armageddon Clock is gone. Hornet Cannon's
Is it
gone.
Snake Basket?
Snake Basket, yeah.
Uh. That one actually looks. Let me look that one. I see. To me, reading Snake Basket, I say to myself, "Well, that doesn't sound terrible," but I bet no one. Well, um, it's only used in like Snake Tribal or
Oh,
like
okay.
Snake Tribal or like Weenie, whatever. So in your case, you can probably get rid of it. But see, like cards like that are, it sort of got tricky for me trying to like figure out what to like do with cards like that because it's like on one hand you'll probably never use it, but on the other
Right.
hand, uh, there are decks that do use it, and it is $1.50. So it's like, do you just put it in like the like where do you sort that one? You know?
Yeah, I know. Overburden could probably go, right? I'll
Which
say
one?
that can overburden.
Over. Where is that?
Did I not put it in? Yeah, I did. It's right after Navigator's Compass.
Oh, I don't see that on here.
It's not on there?
No, for me it goes right from navigators to pentagram.
Yeah, really?
I'll
We'll
just
look it up.
yeah,
Yeah.
overburden.
Yeah, I think
Over.
that can go.
Uh whenever a creature. So it's in 2,000 decks.
Really?
Yeah. Um, that's kind of a weird card though, because it's like you have to. It's like you would want to use it if you're playing landfall or something.
Right.
Uh, that is a that is an $11 card.
Really?
Yeah.
Surprising. Prophecy had some good cards. Isn't it
Yeah.
Prophecy? Yeah. Ristic Study, wasn't that in Prophecy?
Phew,
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, it's a common. Ristic Study was a common in Prophecy.
Yeah. Well, yeah, those cards are valuable because you know they won't like print that kind of shit ever again.
No, it won't.
Uh, like this card, it just looks very anti-fun. Like
Yeah.
against like a specific kind of deck.
Yeah.
Uh,
Like Static Orb. It's anti-fun.
yeah. Um, but I would probably say take that out, but I would definitely leave it.
Yeah.
Uh, leave it somewhere special.
Yeah. I put it in the good box.
S- Meteorite. I can probably go.
Meteorite.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah, people listening are probably like, why are they talking about these like absolute like garbage cards?
Oh, that's all I have. All I have.
Yeah, yeah. I mean this is like square one and we're only gonna go up from here. So
Yeah. I hope it doesn't get worse. Yeah.
yeah. Um feel like Phyrexian Colossus can probably
Mhm.
go.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's only really
Told
used
you,
when he
right?
can like abuse uh yeah, there's like there's like a Perforos commander that he can like be used because he can like sneak him in and haste him. Uh,
Mm. Then untap him and with Ring of Gix or Manipulator.
um, well, it
Isn't
gives
he the one oh, you have to pay 8 life to untap him.
right.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, so how many cards are we at now?
I don't know, I can update the list. We can see.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
Oh, oh, go ahead.
if you update it, I should be able to just refresh this and get the
Alright. Okay, see if you can refresh it now.
yeah. Yes, you're at
You're at
79.
79? Yeah.
Um,
The Prismite's pretty good, right? Oh, no. He's not really that good.
oh yeah, I read that wrong. You can definitely get rid of him.
Yeah. I thought you tapped. You gotta pay so we can get rid of
Yeah.
him. Get rid of him.
Oh, you do have 16 lands already. I forgot about
Do I?
that.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just not basics. So you're
Yeah. Hang on a second. I'll be right back.
okay. Hi everybody. This is what happens when you get me alone. I yawn and I sit here and I stretch. Uh like in the Hey Arnold sense. There's that episode where Helga needs to get them to stretch because like they're on stage. They need to like delay for a couple minutes. But now Keith's back.
You saying?
Oh no, I was just saying random shit. Fill up the
Oh,
void while you were gone.
fill the void. Yeah. Sorry about that.
No, that's
Um,
fine.
I got a naughty nose. All right. So we got rid of Prismite.
Yeah, well, sorry, hang on one second here. So you're at 16 lands and 78 cards. So I think it's almost perfect because if you just had 22 lands, you'd be at 100 cards with 38 lands.
Okay.
Uh,
Really? Oh. So
yeah.
just add what it would say, islands.
Uh, looks like it. Although is there like a color breakdown?
Yeah, there
It,
should be.
I just wait a minute. I mean, I think I only see blue in here.
Yeah, there's only blue.
Yeah.
Where's the islands? So how many did you say to add?
20.
20.
Well, 21 because uh
Yes.
you're gonna need one for the commander.
Yep.
Um, I mean, if you have Emery, I would probably say just put her in. Uh,
Okay.
because then you would just be like done, in.
Yeah.
Uh,
Here, refresh it. And I saved it. So it's saying I'm at 79. Does that seem right?
probably 35.
No, I added the lands, right?
I don't see him in here.
Really?
Yeah, I
Uh,
just see 16 lands.
so the islands aren't showing up. How do you have to list the islands?
Um, well, it says you have one island, so just change that one to a what, a 22.
Yeah, I did that, but it didn't.
Uh, did you hit save?
I did. Let me do it again. Save and continue editing. All right, now refresh and see what you got.
No, it still says 16.
Let me hit the big save button then. Oh, cards not found is the islands. So it's not finding the islands.
um, maybe just take out that one and like re-add islands.
Yeah,
Although
that's what I'm
I
gonna
don't
do.
know, seems kind of weird. I would get fussy about that.
Yeah, I know. Island Sanctuary. No, we want island, and then quantity would be 22, right?
Yeah.
And add, and then save. All right. So where are we up to now?
Uh, yeah,
99.
yeah. So,
Okay.
so yeah, you can just shove Emery in there, and then yeah, we can.
We can play on spell table.
Yeah,
All right. Well, we'll give it a run anyway. There'll probably be some stuff I take out. I don't know, but we'll leave it like this for now.
Yeah. Although if you're gonna play this, which is definitely fine, I definitely have to take stuff out.
What? No.
uh,
That's fine. But see, like, I don't know if the vices and the rackling and all that I'll keep. I may take those out. You know what I mean? Because who knows what I'll do.
yeah.
And I've got the anchor. I don't know if I'll leave that in there. I'll probably leave the tome in there just to draw. Full rest laboratory. Yeah, there's probably some stuff I'll go through here and take out. Now I'm committing more to blue, then it'll probably change what I do, which is fine.
Yeah. Um. Yeah. I mean, although like where you are, you could easily put red in here.
Really?
I mean, if you wanted to. Uh.
See, hold on a second. I'm just going right over here. Hold on.
Okay.
What's up, man?
Oh, we have a. It's kind of sad in a way. Our only viewer is is our third manic vandal.
Dave. Dude, that's
So
awesome.
I guess we're at least all here in spirit. So that's good.
Excellent.
Yeah, we're just we're getting gigantic mean. So he already has a commander deck, but it was like a pre-con. Not that there's anything wrong with it, but
What?
we're getting him.
Anything wrong with what? Go ahead.
Oh, well actually I the third manic vandals in the Twitch chat right now.
Oh, hey. What's going on, AB?
Yeah. Uh
The legacy weapon, is that used at all? I felt like it was too much.
legacy weapon. Let me
Yeah.
see. So it is. I think the problem,
Is the mana?
well, yeah, but also, if I'm understanding this correctly, the identity. So cards have like color identities. The identity is like any symbol that shows up on the card.
Right,
Uh, and because the legacy weapon has all 5 colors shown, uh,
right.
you would have to have a commander that has the same color
Oh, wow.
identity.
Uh,
Uh, yeah, it's a nice little 5 spot right there.
yeah. And then what else do we have here? Ashdod's Altar. Merchant Scroll? What do you think?
Merchant scroll. Merchant. Uh, for sure. Oh yeah, yeah. You can definitely put that in there.
Okay.
Yeah, anything that searches, uh, it's obviously good in Commander because it's like 100 cards singleton. So if
Yeah.
you can like get around that, that's always good.
Okay. Okay. Well, since I'm going all blue, I may have to put some counter spells in there.
Oh yeah, yeah, definitely.
Yeah. No. And then
Yeah, and you can use the OG counter spell, like the 2 mana one.
Yeah, yeah. I have to dig them out. I've got them somewhere. I just came across you see that?
Yeah, spell pierce.
Yeah, it's a foil spell pierce. Yeah, not a bad one.
Yeah, but yeah, you gotta show.
Oh, yeah, here, see if you recognize these.
Oh
Hang on.
boy.
Oh boy. Do you know where these come from?
Are those like the sets?
Yes. Yes, they are. Yep. The it was the first set. Yeah, they're like $8 for just lands. That's
Yeah.
not bad,
Oh, yeah,
right?
that's really good.
Yeah. All right, let's see what I got here. I do have Prexian Altar, but I don't think I need that.
Uh,
You sacrifice a creature for mana.
yeah. See, those cards are weird. Yeah, I guess it doesn't really fit in that one.
No.
That's a nice. I'd say this thing's like $90.
What is?
Phyrexian Altar.
What is it really? Make
Uh.
sure I got. Yeah. Okay, it's protected. All right.
Yeah, let
What
me.
about what about the Bida of Thassa? What is this? Huh,
Yeah, that's yeah, it's like 86 bucks.
really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Thank God it's one I didn't sell. All right, then I'm into my
Yeah.
yeah.
So that Biden is good, but
Is it
uh I guess it depends who you're going with. Like I guess it doesn't really fit.
with Embry?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I guess you would use that if you're making like a lot of like 1/1s or
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah, it would. Like the snake basket or the whatever.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So where's the one that's got to go into special place? Where is it at? Which one was it you told me to put it up in a special place? Overburden. That's the one. Yeah.
I don't even remember what is that one?
Overburden. Overburden. That's that one when creature comes into play, return a land to hand.
Oh yeah. Yeah, right.
Yeah. Yeah. I was trying to find my legendaries because I dug out a ton of legendaries today and I don't know where I put them. It's the way it goes. So yeah. Omri. I probably put them with all my legendaries, but I wasn't going to take the time to dig through them. I'll do it after we get off. So he's not in the room.
He's in the chat, so I think he can hear us.
Oh, he's just listening to us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he said he's trying to play Alchemy as much as he can so he can go 1-3 on Saturday.
Yeah. Listen, if he's running white, I was going to tell him there's a card that I think he should use. Um, he can look at it and he can say yes or no. Let me pull this up. It is a strict proctor. Does he have those?
Strict Proctor. Whenever a permanent entering the battlefield causes triggered ability trigger, counter that. Oh, that's pretty nice.
Yeah, yeah. I think he should probably try to run that. At
Yeah.
least sideboard, you know?
So what is that hose like?
Anything,
Goldspan Dragon,
yeah, anything with ETB. So that's Goldspan Dragon. That's
Chariot, but Chariot's
yeah,
nerfed.
Yeah, but think about it though. It's the Skyclave apparition.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
and then it's the other one that
Yep.
goes into your hand. It kills
Well,
all that.
yeah, Brutal Cathar.
Yes, kills that.
Huh. Interesting.
And does he think about running the Celestis? I mean, I know whatever deck he plays, that kind of goes into. You know what I mean?
The what?
The Celestis, that legendary artifact that you can pay 3 and switch it from night to day and draw a card.
Oh. Um. Oh. I'm spelling it wrong. Uh. I can't wrap my head around that card.
Yeah.
Uh. He, so Mike said, that first card we were talking about, he didn't see it. He's been doing Boros Dragons, but he'll look it up.
Oh, okay. So he's been doing Boris. I think, and I think that's it, right? He's not seeing it, which means nobody else is doing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And wouldn't that also trigger on Meat Hook Massacre? Yeah, that's Meat Hook Massacre too,
Yeah.
because it's any permanent.
Interesting. Um. So what's like the boogeyman? Are we? I guess we're officially wrapping up the commanders
Yeah,
segment. All right.
yeah, we are because you've gave me plenty of homework. So,
All right. Well, yeah.
but I am going to put Merchant Scroll in there, so I do have that sorted out. So,
Okay.
so I'll do that. I'll add that to the list now because if I don't, I'll forget. And let's do that. All right, go ahead. And while I
Uh.
do this,
Yeah. Well, I'm just looking up. I mean, it does. I don't know. I think I don't. I mean, I'm always such a fucking idiot when it comes to standard, but I mean, reading that card, it actually sounds like okay, mono green. It looks like it looks like it doesn't really do much for
yeah,
mono green.
it doesn't bother mono green because they.
Although it does Ranger class does have an
Oh,
ETB.
right. It'll nerf the 2/2 token.
Yeah. White like if you're playing against Esper clerics, sounds like it really hoses that because
Yeah.
that's like all ETB.
Yep. And you think about it, portable hole, it nerfs that. I mean, it's just
Are we breaking the meta right now?
I don't know. Maybe. I don't know.
uh
Well,
uh
let me save this before I forget. There. Oh, did I add Merchant Scroll? I don't know if I did. I didn't. We started talking.
um so mono black it only hits meat hook, but
Right.
that's still good.
Yeah, it is.
Um
Make sure I didn't add it.
huh.
Oh, I did.
How about Rakdos Dragons? What's the deal there?
Um,
Oh, there's an ETB. Uh there's an ETB. Town Razor Tyrant.
yeah, that's
Goldspan. Oh, so nerfed Goldspan doesn't have an ETB.
oh, it doesn't.
But it still
Count.
hits 7 of the cards,
Really?
8 of the cards in this deck. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it almost sounds like you could fucking mainboard that thing.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you could too. And it's a 1/3 flyer for 2. It's really it's not that bad for a 2 cost, you know?
All right, so it doesn't hit anything, but
Right.
it seems like is it isn't the boogeyman of alchemy.
No. I think it is in standard, but I don't think it is in alchemy.
Yeah. Um. So it hits Grizzled Hunt Master. When it enters the battlefield, you may exile a creature card from your hand. If you do, search your hand for any number of cards. Yeah, I mean
Right.
it hits that. That's pretty good. Tenacious Pup.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it does hit that, doesn't it?
Well,
Well, that's
it
an
doesn't.
ETB. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, it only hit. I guess it only hits the part where you gain 1 life. But still, I mean that's still 7 cards, and then whatever. Nice little icing on the cake, I guess.
Yeah.
So,
Well, it's about I mean, if you can postpone it's about postponing their game, you know what I mean? So, if you can put them back a little bit, that
right,
I think that's why White is so successful, you know, because it taxes you so much in the early game that by the time you're ready to do something, the game's over,
right.
you know?
Yeah, interesting.
Where are you at looking at? Is it tapped out? Or are you on,
Right now I'm just on MTG decks.
yeah, let me refresh because I haven't uploaded it since we looked at it before. So we want best of 3, right? Because it is a 3 tournament, right? We wanna look at
Um,
Alchemy tournaments here. They had some on the 16th. 26, 52 players, 65 players. That's at the pizza box.
all
Let's
right.
look
Mike
that look
Mike thinks it's best of 3.
okay. Well, here's one on the 16th, the Ma Melee. These Doors Off Clerics is number 1.
All right, Mike
Rakdos
said he feels like blue base control is going to be the best, but he doesn't know if he has time trying to deal with that. Boros Dragon seems to be top tier creature based deck.
that card would fit in Boris Dragons, wouldn't it?
Oh yeah, I guess his point was we're talking about that card. He's saying blue base control is gonna be best. So it's like Azorius control and Esper control. So let's see. Kind of funny that uh strict proctor it hits key to the archive.
Really?
Yeah.
I think it hit does it not hit Lunark Veteran too? Because Lunark Veteran is when another creature enters the battlefield under your control, you gain a life. Wouldn't it nerf that?
Uh
Let me double
uh I think for the most part it does because most of the time you're gaining life based on ETB triggers.
right.
Uh
Whenever a permanent entering the battlefield causes a triggered ability. Well, that yeah, it gets it.
yeah. I mean, I guess like in weird cases if like a card just makes you gain life like a sorcery or something or if like
Yeah,
life link.
mhm. Right. So if they're using the Lunark to trigger the Voice of the Blessed, then it won't trigger unless they pay the extra. And it'll
Right.
nerf the Valkyrie too, and the Clerics of Life's Bond. It'll get all of
Yeah.
that in Orzhov.
Oh yeah, clerics it definitely hits. Um
So we don't have to worry about Orzhov. What is he running? Rakdos Dragons or no? He's doing Boros.
Yeah.
And you looked at Rakdos, right?
Uh,
In session one with
yeah.
it. Mm. It it would get rid of the adversary, town raiser.
Hmm.
There's only 3 creatures in that, and it hoses 2 of them. Description of ruin. What is that? Oh, I know what that is. Go plank. Yeah.
Hmm.
Oh, it would kill the learn ability too on some of those creatures when they come in. And white has that. So yeah,
Hmm.
it hoses white. Meat hook it gets.
Yeah. Hmm. I don't know. Yeah, Mike, you might want to try that. The strict proctor. I don't know if you have any, but maybe you could just, if you don't have any, you could just craft a couple of them. See how it does. I mean, just based on reading it, sounds sounds pretty good.
Yeah, I don't think it would hurt to test it.
Hmm. Let me bring up like a Boros deck. Not that his is gonna be the exact same.
Yeah, I'm looking at one now.
Uh. Hmm. I guess that is one problem. All the creatures are dragons. Like,
Yeah.
I'm sure you're just trying to bank on the whatever fearsome whelp and whatever other shit.
Yeah, that is nice.
Uh. Hmm.
Wow. The curve is pretty set on that, isn't it? They don't have any twos, do they? Well, they do the whelp, but other than that, that's it. The one I'm looking at.
Yeah. Uh. Well, I guess there is the orb and the dragon's fire.
Yeah. Deck I'm looking at doesn't have the orb. It's running disdainful stroke, which you would need for is it. I would rather run test of talents for is it. Yeah, they got it in the sideboard in the one I'm looking at. This
Hmm.
Boros is running blue.
Hmm.
I guess off the treasure from the dragon, Goldsman.
Hmm. Sounds a little dicey.
Yeah, it does. They run one island. Forsaken Crossroads. What is that? Choose a color. So you can make the Forsaken Crossroads a color. Running 2 of those. Enters the battlefield tapped unless you revealed a dragon card. So let's see here. And they are running River Glides.
The what? River Glide?
Yeah, the River Glide pathway.
Oh, yeah, right.
Oh, you
Hmm.
sent me draft decks.
Where is? Oh.
Oh, sorry. Clicking buttons. All right, here we go. Go back to my screen here. Oh no. What's he feeling? How's he doing?
I don't know. He hasn't talked in a few minutes. I don't know if he's still there. Uh, yeah, but I mean, historically, whenever we did these tournaments, we tried to like skew away from like control, which I don't know if that's a mistake or not.
Yeah, I don't
Uh,
know.
like we would just like I don't know how many of these we've been in, like 5 to 10, and I know like I know I tried Gruul in one of them, and that was a mistake just
Mm,
based on the meta. We
right.
I know we tried mono red at least once. Uh, Probably a mistake based on the meta again.
Yeah.
Uh, so I don't know. I mean, it always sort of depends, but I feel like we I don't know. I mean, he's been playing it a lot, so he knows.
What he's seeing. Yeah.
Yeah. Uh,
So he doesn't happen to. I mean, you know how it is. Somebody is just like that tournament you played in. Somebody's going to pull something out of their butt, like that red deck that you played. That
right.
um, is off the radar, which that's fine. You know, yeah. Azorius is only running Hullbreaker Horror and Lear. Just yeah, and a bunch of counterspell removal, bounce the hand.
Right.
Yeah. Excuse me. Sorry. But yeah, a bunch of stuff that um I hate.
Yeah. Uh, yeah.
But that's the waited out game. So
Yeah. Well, sounds like our limited expert is becoming a alchemy expert as we speak.
there you
Uh,
go.
so
He's gonna have to. Yeah.
yeah.
Here we go.
Uh,
So here's the archetypes from tournaments. Um, did you look at that?
I looked at a few of them. There doesn't seem to be like a clear pattern. Like
No. I
like
mean, it looked
Orzhov wins the first one. Rakdos wins another one. Uh, Esper. I mean, in a weird way, it actually sounds like alchemy's like balanced pretty well.
yeah.
Uh,
But it looks like the archetype by breakdown of people, what people are playing. They're playing clerics and Rakdos Dragons are 12% of the meta. And then after that it's Esper Control, Boros Dragons, Mono Black, and Izzet Dragons is 8%. And then everything else is 4%.
right. Uh,
Ugh.
Mike said no way to something I said or we said. I feel like when I was saying, I think it was when I said alchemy's pretty balanced.
He said, no way.
uh,
Yeah.
which
Go Blade, it says is the number one card in Alchemy.
what card?
Go Blank. Tournament, most played cards, Go Blank.
What's that one? I always get that one confused with
That's discard 2 cards in Exile Library. I mean, Exile Graveyard.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's the 3 cost. Yeah.
I guess hitting the graveyard's pretty good.
Yeah, it is for is it, you know?
Yeah.
You hit their hand in the graveyard at the same time. It's pretty good.
Yeah. Oh,
Burn
oh, he
the
said
vampire.
no. Oh, sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, well, he said no way to me saying he's becoming an alchemy expert.
Oh, okay. So here's, did you look at the tier 1 decks?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
Um, I was looking at it. There's like
Yeah.
the date range. I changed it to the last 2 weeks, and it jumped clerics up. So it's like clerics, Boros dragons, Esper, Rural werewolves, mono green.
Uh,
Uh, hmm. I don't know. I mean, I bet the other part of this is I can't imagine that many people are playing alchemy, so maybe it's not getting solved as quickly as standard
yeah.
is.
Yeah. Well, I changed it to last week, and Esper Control is 10% of the meta. Is that what you have?
Oh, I did 2 weeks. Let me do last week. Yeah, yeah, last week. Uh, Interesting.
60. It passed clerics.
Oh, that sort of matches what Mike was saying because he said blue base control is sort of becoming the boogeyman.
Mm.
Um,
Here's the best of 3 deck. I'll look at the first one. Hullbreaker Horror, Lear. Discover the formula. Doomscar, Divine Purse, Teferi. Yeah. 2 cards I hate. They only have 3 of them in there. Key to the Archive.
this deck looks really not fun to play against.
I know. I know.
It's like one of those cards where you're just like uh I mean one of those decks where it's like if you don't have like a really good situation at like turn 5, you might as well just like exit
Yeah.
or leave or make a sandwich.
Yeah. Yeah, because once Lear comes on, if it depends. If you have instant removal for Lear, that'll buy you another turn, maybe. Um, but if they wait till turn 6 to play him, then yeah, they
Yeah.
could play Fading Hope and bounce it back to their hand. You know,
Yeah. Mm,
yeah, that's a nasty deck. And they run Doomscar. So they could Doomscar you on turn 3, Lear on turn 5.
yeah. Yeah, I mean there's like just enough like they sort of force you into like dirtling around.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
that's
and then
awful.
yeah.
Uh, 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 uh.
Um
And they're running Go Blank in it too. Oh my gosh. I guess that's for the double matchups.
mhm.
Yeah, old Blackman said make them play that stuff out. I've tried that. It just doesn't work out for me. They just put everything back in my hand or whatever, you know.
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah, fading hope is really annoying. It doesn't
Yeah,
look
it is.
annoying, but I mean it basically costs you a turn.
Yes, and it doesn't matter. You can pay 5 mana or 1 mana for the creature. It puts you back a turn, you know?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's something.
Yeah. So we are at like 2 hours here. Maybe we should wrap it up.
Yeah, yeah, we should.
All right. Well, so yeah, that was we make a commander deck and
Tell
prep.
Keith how bad he sucked at it. Yeah.
Well, hey, I mean, think about where we started and where you are now.
Yeah,
You know, it's like now you
yeah,
officially have a deck, so
yeah.
it's
Yep, I
good.
got something to I gotta go hunt more cards.
Yeah, yeah, and get that swing on by the local shop and stock up on some things. But
Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Merchant scrolls going in.
yeah,
We go.
um, and yeah, who knows? Maybe the next episode will be it'll be a spell table stream.
Yeah, that's
So
what we would need. So,
yeah.
and I'll get my paid subscription going so I can focus.
Oh, the droid cam.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. Um. All right. Well, I guess that wraps it up. So that was Manic Vandals podcast 13. Till next time, we will see you guys later.
Yep. See you guys.